track.
That's ridiculous.
This is one of the wildest places we've ever wheeled. The four-wheel drive punishing, heart-stopping, insane rocky trails of Arizona.
That was scary.
And we're about to take on one of the hardest tracks we've ever attempted, the infamous Highway to Hell.
Oh my God, I can just see the sky.
Jesse's first day wheeling abroad.
Cross your fingers for me. My bloody goodness.
Can't afford to break something now.
Oh, whoa! Whoa! Oh no, it's gone! Oh no, it's gone!
For this leg of our US adventure, we're swapping the ice and snow of a Californian winter for something a little bit different, the wild deserts of Arizona. This place promises some of the most intense rock wheeling you'll find anywhere, and we're about to get a crash course on some local-only trails. This is very exciting. I'm in Arizona for the first time. I get to wheel in this crazy desert state. There's cactuses everywhere. It's an absolute different terrain than I'm used to. And the cool thing is, got a good mate, Pete, in the convoy. Hey, Pete, got a copy, mate?
Shorto, I'm here. How are you?
Yeah, excited to be here, mate. This is all new to me and you as well, mate. We're going to drive some cool tracks in Arizona. We've got one more mate to join our convoy. You know him really well. And guess what? This bloke has never been overseas until now.
What car's he in? What's he running?
Let's just say it's one of the greatest stitch-ups of all time. You'll see in 2 secs. Sure enough, just up ahead is America's newest arrival.
Hey!
There he is. Mate,
Shorto, I made it.
I told you that it suits you, mate.
Yeah, I reckon it might in these trails, eh?
It's going to be a good trip, mate.
Jesse in the USA.
I can't believe it myself, mate.
I was a bit sceptical coming to a place that doesn't have GQ patrols, but I think Jock's made a good choice in the car he's got me.
It's a beast, mate, and it's at home on these tracks.
Yeah, bloody oath, mate. I'm here. Nice to see you, mate.
So yeah, I know you want to do one thing, mate.
Go wheeling. Let's do it.
Let's do exactly that. Jesse's in for a wild ride as he takes the keys from Jocko to his backyard-built Toyota pickup, which we've named the Red Lobster. It's the equivalent of an Aussie Hilux, but with a Tacoma petrol under the hood. Our good mate Pete's back behind the wheel of Colonel Mustard, a Jeep Wrangler that we've built up the Aussie way. And last but not least, the Dirty 30 is ready to step up its rock crawling game thanks to a new set of 37s. Right now, we're a few hours outside of Phoenix and heading into the hills towards what we've been told is the toughest rocky trail in the state. The tracks here follow what locals call washes, full of treacherous boulders and hectic rock steps. So we're excited. It's the understatement of the day. Oh yep, there's the first challenge up in front. Got to be pretty full on.
Well, we're at the first challenge in the wash, and I'll tell you what, if this is anything to go by, this track is going to be a ton of fun. Tyres low, geared low, only hard lines. Nice.
The key with rock crawling, of course, is precision line choices, and almost immediately, I've stuffed it.
Where are you going now? Are you coming up here?
I was going to go up the middle.
Oh yeah?
I'll try it. So many rocks.
Yeah.
I think I got one right under me.
Hang on.
Right on it.
Keep going back. Keep going back. Keep going back. You're around it now.
This is my first time trying out some rock crawling on 37-inch tyres. And it's made the 30 a whole lot more capable. But 37s are what you'd call a moderate tyre size out here. And finding the right line is still a challenge.
That's awesome.
I think I changed my plan about 14 times in that drive. With the 30 through, it's time for Jesse to experience a real life first. Jesse, your first track, off-road, overseas, and in the Red Lobster. Excited?
Oh, I'm super excited. Look at it. It looks crazy.
I know. I reckon low and off you go.
Sounds good.
The pickup has a secret weapon for the rocks out here, and it makes the total opposite of a fast 4x4. We'll be here for 3 weeks if he's going that fast. That's not Jesse's style of driving. Sorry. You're on a big rock. That one I was on.
Will it go off it?
Well, it's turning it. No, go back.
I thought I might have just got it.
Look at it go. It's rude. So if you're wondering why Jesse's going so slow, this vehicle actually has twin transfer cases, so you can go into low range and on the other transfer case go into low again, so it doubles the reduction or multiplies it out, so it's really, really a crawly boy. And this is about as slow as you can go off-road. Jock drove the pickup for a few weeks in the snow, but this is our first chance to really see the Red Lobby stretch its legs. And it turns out it's an absolute animal. Yep, it might come up. It might come up. Yeah, there it goes.
Oh my God.
I knew you were a Toyota man at heart, Jesse.
And you guys thought I couldn't drive slow. I had the car to drive slow.
There it goes. There it goes.
It's cheating, eh?
I'm having a steer of that thing.
Yeah, you got to have a turn. It's like cheating, eh? I was a little bit scared there when it bound up because, like, I know that everything's not as strong as a Nissan, but
Oh, here he goes.
no, well, I'm just Jock gave me a briefing not to break it, but I think just sort of just keep spinning.
It's just so slow, and you got, because you had about 3 weeks to get up that hill, you're able to pick the perfect line and just get those tyres.
Yeah.
And when it doesn't go back, just readjust your line. There you go. Comes Pete
In the big Jeep.
in Colonel Mustard, mate.
Yeah, so both of the boys are running 37-inch tyres. I've got 35s. So see how I go. I might get my belly caught up, so yeah, we'll just wait and see.
Now, this rig is a little bit different to Pete's usual weapon of choice, the Nissan GU, but I've got the feeling he's going to get the hang of this vehicle pretty quickly. For now, though, we're going to lend a helping hand. Well, that's a big one.
Try that, Pete.
Thanks, boys.
Yep. That's him. That's it, that's it. Well done, Pete. That's challenge number 1, tick.
Yeah, right. It's going to be a long day, boys. It's going to be a long day.
The next challenge is right up ahead, and this one has one heck of an A-line.
Wow.
Narrow.
Up.
Very narrow. Look at the cliff on the side of it.
I don't know if I'll fit in here.
Wow.
Let's just do so what are we talking, 6 foot?
I reckon when you're here, you'll be like,
Do you want me and Pete to stand here?
just catch me.
We're going to come to the second challenge of the track. Let's see if Sean's going to fit.
Oh yeah, that's close to the edge.
Steer this way a little bit. Yeah, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
It's so sketchy.
Hang on. I'll give you a helping hand. I'll pack some rocks, don't move.
Holy heck, this is an angle. And I've got the drop off on my side.
Who needs a coffee in the morning? Just come to Arizona and go for a wheel.
Great.
I'll jump back at the top, but that's a lot more of a ramp now.
37s might have increased the clearance of the 30, but it's also raised my centre of gravity. And with a setup designed for months of travel at a time, angles like this are all the more scary. The only way up this one is just to buckle up and commit.
Keep going, keep going. Beautiful. Yeah! That was sick.
Well done, mate, well done.
We just had to change the line, but yeah.
It actually felt smooth. The worst was the bottom when you're right on the edge.
And just that first go, this wheel was hanging off, so we put you over, but then it was trying to climb the thing, so
No, it felt
that
good.
worked perfect.
It felt good.
All right, Jesse. Well, I might go for lunch before he gets here. We're used to seeing Jesse absolutely send it up steep hill climbs, but today he's a new man. And the pickup gives us a masterclass in controlled wheeling, thanks to its really low gear ratios. Look at that thing. Yep.
Oh my God, I
Perfect.
get to see the sky.
A little bit to me.
Which side are you?
Oh, it's going to drive up that big one. Are you okay with that? Perfect.
Oh
Jesse.
my God.
Well driven, mate.
Wow.
That's how you do that. Control, slow, light. Now, Pete. Pete doesn't have the benefit of reduction gear, so he's going to opt for a different approach. To me. And with the throttle dialed up, he just sails on through.
Whoa.
It's up.
Yeah!
Well,
He wasn't hanging around.
bit of fear.
The camera boys have got their work cut out keeping up with us on the trails today, but the Big Mule Expeditions Tacoma is finding a way.
IFS vehicle, running on 35s, and this thing actually is a mule. If you look at the roof and the back, it's packed, and Chase is driven like a champion. Yeah.
The challenges ahead, though, are just getting bigger.
That's the track.
You'd think, if you're just watching at home, you'd think that's just a wall, part of the cliff face surrounding the beautiful mess of sculptures of Arizona, but no, this is where we drive.
I wouldn't go too square because your bull bar might hit.
Oh, is it that steep?
Yeah, you might have to go one at a time to get the front up. Oh, beautiful, mate, beautiful. Too easy.
Okay.
Get him tacky, mate. You're sort of gonna have to like hit it pretty hard, and then you'll know whether you can sort of back off and stop or back off and go up.
Yeah, that's the scary bit. You don't want to launch. There's a jump into the stratosphere if I do that. Am I good to go?
Good to go. Good luck. Yeah!
Yes! Yes, 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 yes! That's the rock driving dance. Yeah!
Hey! Perfect.
Getting up is one thing, but coming down the other side puts the 30s bar work on the line.
That's steeper than I thought.
And right now, I'm pretty glad to have Raptor coating on my sliders, as I can easily touch them up after the trip to make them look brand new again.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's
There's...
That was a sick drive.
Good, mate. Well done.
That was awesome.
Well done.
American Shorter, he's a loose unit.
How good is this? Get as much fun as you can have, full stop.
I don't know what the snow did to him, but he is a different man. 100%. He's toweling us up.
Well, that's hardly fair. The sun's come out now. Jesse's got the advantage.
And hopefully me too. I need all the help I can get today.
I can't wait to see this.
I don't know the lobster well enough to call this challenge yet. I hope it's good.
Yep. This is going to be up there with the wildest rock steps you'll find anywhere in Australia.
It's an angle.
Yep, this is doing it though. But Jesse and the lobster are just crawling on up. No.
What the?
No. That's rude. That's rude. It's very impressive to watch. Now, you wouldn't want to be in a rush, I mean, it's a very slow vehicle, but...
I'm in 5th gear, mate.
Just choose your own adventure.
It's ridiculous. This car, I can't explain it.
Pete's got some big shoes to fill after Jesse's drive, but something tells me he's up for the challenge.
What's the plan, boys?
Limiter to second drop. See if that side climbs. Beautiful. Even a bit of right. Oh, yeah, right, I reckon.
Give it a bit.
Go.
Go.
Yes!
Yeah! Well done. Yeah, a bit of right.
Steer right as you go forward.
That's it. Straighten it up a bit. After several trips, this Jeep never fails to surprise us with just how capable it is. But it gets a bit of a hammering on the way up.
Beautiful, Pete.
That's it. Pete's also given the bar work an absolute thrashing, but once again, a touch-up with Raptor will solve this one. There's only so much you can do on 35s and a moderate lift in this kind of terrain, and the next step proves to be just a bit too much.
That doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's hard up on its belly.
Yep. Might have to give it a little winchy dog.
Yep. Winch truck life.
Oh, she's coming back down.
Okay, turns out I wasn't really made for winch trucking. Jorgen! Perfect. Good tree choice, Jesse. There's only one in the next 100 kilometres, I think.
Yeah, it was the only one I could pick.
We're all feeling pretty G'd up after conquering a few big rock steps, and suddenly everything is looking like a possible line.
Are you trying to drive up that rock? Yeah, you need to steer.
And then
Oh, okay, yeah. That's going to bang up the car a bit if you do that.
Okay.
I reckon. Go right, steer right.
This is about as hard as I've ever pushed the 30 on rocks before, and you know what? I'm loving it.
Yeah, nice and slow. It's going to hit the slider. Oh. Yep,
Yep.
you're down. That was wild. Sean's whole car was in the air. Just. pirouetting on rocks. Oh. Steer this way if you can, so it's straight. Just steer straight as you go forward. Yep.
Whoa.
Just gotta keep coming. Yeah!
There we go. How good's that?
He's a madman.
Our first day in Arizona has turned into a full rock crawling party.
Look at the flex of the front.
I wish I could see it.
And there's no denying this kind of wheeling
Hey!
is a whole lot of fun.
That's illegal in every state except for Arizona.
Yep. Keep coming.
Just in all the excitement, it's possible we've gotten a little too ambitious, but soon enough, we're all through.
Well done. I've got to say, this is my first time wheeling in Arizona and I'm loving it. This is so different to what I'm used to. Of course, there's cactuses everywhere. It looks like you're in a spaghetti western, but at the same time, the tracks are really tough as well. Big rocks, and the best thing is all the boys are having an absolute hoot, including myself. Loving this track.
We've had our eyes down all day focusing on the rocks, but it turns out this trail has been taking us up into some spectacular country. We're at a camp lined up in the hills, but to get there, we're going to pass through what the locals call a box canyon. Would you check this out?
Hey, Jesse, how good is this? Have you ever driven down something like this before in your life?
Never before in my life, mate. This is amazing. And the time of day worked out perfect. The sun on those rocks looks bloody unreal. To be honest, I was a little bit scared going overseas my first time, but we're on day one and it's already unreal. It's such an experience.
Right on beer o'clock, we arrive at our camp for the night. Camping in the cactuses is a first for us, but you couldn't ask for a more specky spot to roll out some canvas for the night.
Well, what a day, eh? Now, firstly, Jesse's first day wheeling abroad. That's pretty cool. But to get to a campsite like this, all the tracks are so close. That's not painted. That's the real scenes that we're seeing right now. We pull up to camp, just a little tiny no-name campsite at the side of the track. This will do me. How good's this, eh?
I was copping a bit of flack on the tracks today because my vehicle was so light, so I thought I'd show the boys what a super tour really is. Basically, got to carry me a camper here on the back, up nice and high. I'm going to call it Lobster Heights of the campground. Should be nice and snug up there, I reckon.
We might be a long way from the snow right now, but it's still winter in this part of the world, and the desert nights get pretty darn cold. That's all right though, because tonight I've got a meal plan that'll heat the boys right up.
Well, how good is this? I mean, this is the first time I've been to Arizona, full driving, and speaking of the devil...
First time I've been overseas, mate.
First time overseas, first time wheeling overseas, and of course in Arizona, mate. And to start off, what do you think?
Mate, first time wheeling a Hilux too, let's not forget that one. Don't let Jock find this secret, but
the best I've ever seen you wheel, mate. I'm not gonna lie
I
to
knew
you.
that was coming. It's all the lobster. I did nothing today, pretty much.
So look, I thought I'd do a meal that's very, I guess, symbolic of this area. I wanted to do an Arizonian meal.
Are we eating cactus?
No,
no cactus?
No cactus, but it'll be just as prickly on the way out, if that makes sense. So what I'm thinking is hot dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm listening.
It's got a Mexican twist.
I was going to say, it's going to have a twist.
Sonoran hot dogs. So Sonora is a little place in Mexico. They're famous for these particular types of hot dogs. So you've got New York hot dogs, you've got Chicago hot dogs. These Mexican ones are a completely different breed, but trust me when I say this, they're absolutely unbelievable. It'll be the most authentic hot dog you can have in this area. What made these hot dogs so famous? We're talking about little snaggers, little doggos, wrapped in bacon.
Oh, wow.
And some Mexican beans.
I'm on board already.
We've got some onions, we've got a few other little spices, of course, and they're going to taste absolutely unreal. So if you don't mind getting a little bit of heat on this bad boy,
I can do that.
Look into the Dometic and get the doggos out.
Sounds good.
Here are some
Got all the goods.
Got all the goods, mate. Now, cilantro. Have you ever heard of cilantro?
Never heard of it.
Have you heard of coriander?
Yes.
That's what the Americans call it. Look, took me about 3 weeks to find out what that was. Now check these little dudes. These are little brats. So
Two different ones.
Hot and spicy or tailgate cheddar and beer flavour.
Ooh, yum.
We'll do a bit of each, I reckon. So grab yourself a snagger, mate.
Yeah, and start wrapping.
Exactly right. You've been to Thailand, haven't you?
Yeah. No, this is my first time overseas,
Okay.
mate.
Well, you just want to basically get that guy and just wrap him just like that. You know, no stranger to wrapping a sausage, are you, mate?
Mate, I've wrapped a sausage a couple of times, but there was one time I forgot to wrap the sausage.
And now you've got a daughter. Up next, what we're going to do, I'm going to cut a quick onion up. So nothing too crazy with this one. I'm going to get some onion fried up.
Big onion.
The big onion, everything's big over here,
Yeah,
isn't it?
super size.
A little bit of olive oil down if you need to. As soon as that bacon fat sort of comes in, you'll get a fair bit of fat in it, which is,
Still pretty oily.
there you go, whack all that on.
All of it?
Yep, whack that on. Try and keep that up one end there.
Yeah.
A lot of guys I know love jalapenos, but it does things to in the morning that, I guess,
You know you've eaten them.
if you know, you know. Right, so we've got these yellow peppers, all right? For these ones here, you make a bit of room here, and we're just gonna put them in the middle of the pan. That's where it's least hot, until they're sort of blistered, and you just eat them with your hot dog. Jesse, it's looking like an absolute smorgasbord here,
It's
mate.
smelling good too.
Smelling really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, give with your tongs, give that a little bit of a stir
Yeah.
through. That's all coming together real nice. I'm basically gonna make a little bit of room here. Gonna whack these beans on. Got some beans on the go. This is looking good. Now, a couple of spices, all things nice. This is funny though, because I've had the same 3 spices in my vehicle probably for the whole trip in America, and for just about everything sort of Mexican cooking.
They cross over all the recipes.
They really do. Bit of cumin. And then I've got some Mexican oregano.
Oh, that smells good.
Smell that. We're just gonna whack that in. Yeah, I'm just gonna give that a little toss. That is actually smelling really good. And what I'm gonna do here is just grab a little bit of this gear, because I should have left a bit of jalapeno to put into the beans, but a little bit of the salsa will do just fine.
That is looking good.
Well, I just got the buns out. Now, this is a really important part, actually. Now, typically, you're going to find hot dog buns. Now, they're usually too small, little brioche potato buns. You don't want those. You just basically want to try and find the biggest bun you can, I think, in my mind, because you've got a lot to fit on here. So what I'm doing with these buns, I'm getting them open, and I'm just going to sit them on top so I can start steaming them up a little bit. That way, it'll taste really good. Hey, come in, mate. We're nearly done. Now,
Amazing. Looks amazing.
yeah, what do you think? Not too bad, eh?
Not too bad.
Grab a snagger and slip that into the bun.
Slip the sausage in the bun.
Just like so. Whack some beans on it.
I'm just trying.
Jalapeno sort of salsa. Whack it on top like that. Take note, folks. You got tomato sauce. Mustard.
Steps behind, mate.
It's all right. Try and catch up, boys. You have one more run of mayo on top. So the holy trinity.
Whoa.
Look at that. That's how you build one of these bad boys. Just like that. Now, ideally, you grab one of these little guys as well, and that is the meal. Absolutely sensational. Well, I reckon we might even have seconds of this one. Jump down around the fire, have a couple of beers and work out what hard tracks we're going to do tomorrow, because something tells me I'm going to be in for an absolute treat.
Sounds good, mate.
Today has been about as good as a day as you could ask for out on the trails, but apparently we haven't even hit the hard stuff yet. And tomorrow, things are gonna get wild. Some days you gotta just pinch yourself when you see the view around camp, and this is one of those mornings. So yesterday was a heck of a lot of fun, and the good news is it was just a bit of a warm-up really. There's a lot of these style tracks here in Arizona, so we're basically going to head our way north now and see what else we can find. There's a couple of tracks that have been suggested to us, and they're going to be all time, so we'll get packed up this morning quite quickly and get straight onto those tracks, and anything like yesterday, we're going to have an absolute blast. The track we're lining up today is called Highway to Hell. It's supposed to be one of the best legal rock crawling trails in all of Arizona. Right. Let's do this, eh? Jesse might be a gun behind the wheel of a Nissan, but it's only taken him a day in a Toyota to have already broken something.
Hey, Shauno.
Are you going to move?
Yeah, I can't move. That's the drama. It won't start. Lobby wants a rest today, I think.
She's earned a day off. I'd check terminals first. Is it clicking?
Not clicking, no, nothing.
We start by going through the usual checks when a vehicle won't start. We see if the vehicle's getting reds, we check the battery terminals, and give the starter a bit of encouragement. Sure enough, the starter motor is cooked. Well, the good news is, mate, you've got a spare and the starter motor looks pretty easy to get to.
Yeah, I really get to it from the inner guard there.
I know.
A fair bit chopped out.
All right, I'll get some tools out.
Sounds good.
Now, we do carry a fair few spares in our vehicles. Before we hit the trails out here, we certainly went into a Napa store. Just got the basics though. We didn't go overboard with the spares. Pretty much got starter motors, alternators, got a few belts, hoses, all the sort of stuff that is going to get us out of jail should we come into strife out on the trails. And then the good news is, if we do break something else, there's always a Napa store pretty close by. You can jump online and get the part you need and send someone into town if you need to, which is pretty good. But for now,
The lobby, mate.
one starter motor for one lobby.
Might take a couple of tools as well.
17, I reckon, will get you out of trouble.
There's a spanner.
Actually,
Give me a socket. I'll take the whole lot,
Take
yeah.
the whole lot.
Thanks, mate.
In a few shakes, the older starter is out and the new one is in. And we're ready to see what Arizona has in store for us today.
We done?
Yeah, mate, all done.
All right,
Hit
let's give
the
her a
key.
go. Let's give her a go.
Straight away.
Beauty!
There you works a treat.
Lobby's alive again. How good?
We're not even on the start of the main trail before we hit some big challenges. And yep, this is just the access track.
Well, there's a series of different lines you can take through this one. I'm going to try and hit it straight up the middle, I reckon. Sway bar, found it.
Yeah, beautiful. Nice. Whoa, whoa. A track like this is nothing for the American Shorn Whale.
Jesse's having a crack at the bonus line, or so he claims, but the lobster isn't liking it.
Oh, hang on a second. Whoa, whoa. What's
We
going
found the
on?
limit of the lobby.
After just a day to get the feel of a new vehicle, Jesse's back to the style of driving we know him for. But the rocks are fighting back.
There's more of a dirty 30 hill if you ask me. Lobby's been doing well this trip, but Pete and I decided today's the day we're going to stand up.
Just got a little bit humbled by the... as I'm talking about being humbled.
Oh. Hey Jesse, Jocko would have driven that, mate.
I know.
It's all in the line you take, Jesse. You just got to pick the right one sometimes.
Wet rock, having to play around in the hard lines. Put water everywhere. Sorry, Pete. But obviously, these tyres aren't the greatest on wet rock. But I'll tell you what, no matter whether you're getting up the hard line or not, this Lobster is a ton of fun to drive.
Yeah, can Pete do it? On 35-inch tyres in big Colonel mustard, I reckon he can. Yep.
Do you like a little bit? Yeah, perfect. And send that up, pop the back up. Beautiful, Pete.
Easy done.
Nice, mate.
Holy golly.
What was that?
All of it.
That was like cross member.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Beautiful.
Jesse might need to take a lesson from Pete here, who combines the right amount of throttle with a great line choice and sends it on through.
There was some crashing and banging, but he got it.
He got it. Nice drive. I reckon he's secretly loving the Jeep life.
Oh, I reckon so. He's going to trade that Nissan in for a Jeep, no doubt, when he gets home.
Not to be outdone, the camera boys have soon found a way through it as well.
Yeah, beautiful. Nice. Yep. Go the taco.
After that little warm-up, we're soon lining up for the real trails of the day, starting with a little number called Upper Woodpeckers. And first up is a pretty insane bonus line.
And then once you get to there, steer out to try and get the back to steer up straight. But you can't really tell till you got a car in there.
It's true. All right, let's take the lobby in. Well, we nearly missed this as even an option for a track because it looks so wild, but we think actually after looking, there's a bit of a line up here if you straddle these big rocks. It's a big track, there's no doubt about it. As long as that back doesn't fall in, should be Mickey Mouse.
It's a good line.
Yeah, perfect. Well, the rear's gone. Sorry, Jesse, wasn't even looking at that.
Am I right to back out?
Yeah. Yep. That rear's gonna climb now. Little bit to me.
Jesse is a guinea pig on this one, but he's found the line and the lobby is crawling on up.
Just. That's it. That's it. Oh, don't fall in. Don't fall in. Look at that.
That is wild.
That's pretty loose, hey?
What this car can do.
The pickup made this one look pretty achievable, but I reckon the 30 could be a whole lot more difficult.
I think,
Pretty
I think I could have a go at it, but I believe I will have a huge wheel lift and there's a big chance I'll drop in. If I drop in, that means severe panel damage.
Whoa! Oh no, it's gone!
What happened there?
Okay.
Is he alright?
Yeah. Is this that jerry can?
Let me get that jerry can, it's got fuel everywhere. Yeah, in a situation like this, first thing you do, make sure your mate's okay. Jesse, thumbs up.
All good, mate.
He's good. He's good. The other thing, I was just looking at the situation. Don't stress, don't rush. I just saw fuel leaking out on the jerry, so you need to move that out of the way. Vehicle's turned off. I'll get the 30 in here. We'll try and flip this thing back on its wheels, I reckon.
With no limit straps or sway bars, the pickup has an insane amount of flex, and Jesse literally lost sight of his own tyres under the vehicle, not even realising the front right is off the ground. When he feels the car tipping, he tries to gas it out, but the pickup's transfer has bumped itself into neutral, and the result is nearly a very nasty accident. If you've ever needed a reminder to wear a seatbelt off-road, it's right here. And Jesse has been pretty lucky to avoid any injury.
That was probably my own fault there. I'd done the hard line and I spotted a bonus. The Lobster has so much flex, you can't tell when the tyre's on the ground. Obviously that front right was a long way in the air. So, sorry about the Lobster, Jock.
I like the way he rolls.
That's what he did there.
You know, if Jesse needed to do some underbody maintenance, check the diff oil and stuff like that, he could have just waited until we got to the workshop. This is very extreme. In all seriousness, it's going to be kind of difficult to pull this back on its tyres without really hurting the vehicle.
This rock's pretty staunch.
Problem is we've got like that rock in the way, so it's got to come quite a ways.
Cactuses unfortunately don't make for a good anchor point, so we have to get creative here and use some rocks to try and make it our anchor.
Plan here is we're going to try to use the Lobster's winch from the front and a pulley block off the slider to pull the car up. Sean's going to try and pull the car back across so that back wheel's off the rock. So I've just wrapped 2 tree trunks around this big rock, hoping it's strong enough to stay there. I'm going to try to take some tension, see how this rock goes. Hopefully it all works. If this rock doesn't hold, it's going to be a hard recovery.
One of the best things about having wireless on your runver is the fact that I can actually get out here and help, and I can, if I need to quickly winch and I'm not near the vehicle, I'll be able to use this. It's very important we do this right. Take your time, think about it, come up with the right plan. Let's do it bit by bit. A lot of people are really anxious to get their vehicle back on all 4 tyres, and I understand why, but if you don't take the time now, you're going to cause more damage than you would otherwise. I've never had to spool the winch up vertically before.
That's different, eh?
Yeah. On you, Jesse.
Getting the vehicle to pivot off its own tyres is harder than it looks, and at first we end up just dragging the whole cab sideways.
Maybe if Sean drives forward a bit, maybe.
Despite several repositions, we're struggling to find the right angle to hold the vehicle in place.
Mate, it's a lot going on.
And there's a scary moment when the anchor almost lets go.
Come on. Quit, look out.
That was one of the moments that could have ended in complete disaster, but thankfully, the rock hasn't slid down onto the Lobster. Now though, we're in a bit of strife, as there's nothing else we can winch off on the hill. We're a bit of a loss what to do, but where there's a will, there's a way.
What we might be able to do is get the 30 up there as an anchor point again on the other side now.
With the lobby at least on flatter ground though, we're trying a new strategy that looks like it might pay off.
Okay. Hey, we got him!
Well, that's a huge success. We're not out of the woods completely yet, but it's on its all 4 tyres.
So it's a pretty slow-mo roll, and you can see here the damage is, it's not too bad all things considered, and I reckon a little bit of a cut and a polish, she'll be brand new.
After being run on its side for so long, there's no way we can just restart the engine, so it takes a bit more work to get the pickup levelled out.
Look at that. That was
Hey.
me. That was me, mate.
Hey, that was actually Pete. Little flex on the thing.
Thanks for your help, boys.
Well done. I'm glad you're
Jock
all right.
is not going to be happy with me.
No, you know what? He'll be just jealous he didn't get to wheel it.
Yeah, that's true, that's
That
true.
hard. All said and done, couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah, that actually
Obviously,
worked out all right.
The probably worst thing about this whole thing was Jesse's line in the get-go.
That's true, that's true. Yeah.
But honestly, I like the way that all the boys came together. There was multiple ideas we thought about. That's the key to one of these situations, is take your time, go over the right safety precautions, and yeah. I've seen so many people wreck it when they try and...
Yeah, just do it real quick.
They do it real quick and it ends up on its lid again, or
you get more damage.
More damage, or this has actually worked out pretty good. All said and done though, like I'm being really serious now. Probably time I go back in front. I'll let the guy have the reins for about 35 seconds.
Yeah, look, that's a good call, mate. I think maybe we should go to the very back.
I'm fighting you for that spot.
Yeah.
I'm fighting you.
Yeah, all good, mate. You'll shout at camp tonight.
While the vehicle was on its side, oil was leaked into the head and intake manifold. And if you were to start it right now, you'd actually risk hydro locking the engine.
Beautiful.
So, step one is to clean the oil out, and that means taking out the spark plugs and cleaning out the intake.
We're just on the other side of the Lobster here, pulling the leads off so we can get to the spark plugs. There's probably none in this because it was the high side, but we've come this far, so we may as well. Pull the plugs out, crank it over, get all the oil out, and then hopefully we'll have the Lobster up and running and we'll be shooting up this track in a matter of, not minutes, I wish it was minutes, in a matter of time. Got all the plugs out now, so
it's ready to crank.
ready to crank
See how
over.
much oil comes out. That's what we're looking for, I guess.
And the good thing is they've cut a hole in the bonnet for this situation, so I can see from there. If you don't have your mates and you're here, you just look through there and you see the oil squirting out. When it stops, you put them back in. But luckily I've got a couple of mates here to let me know.
Good. All right.
Stand clear.
Give it a go, mate.
You might get an oil shower. Did not even come out.
This side we had a lot of fuel. Starting to spit fuel at least.
Maybe it was most oil settled because it's been sitting for a while.
Yeah.
Well, spark plugs are back in, everything's back together. I'm just going to check the oil, probably have to put a bit in, and then we're going to see if the Lobster will start. I guess it's going to be quite smoky, there's still a bit of oil in the intake, but I reckon we should be good to go up this track.
Right, kick it in the guts, Maxie.
Here we go, moment of truth. Does the lobby start up?
I think it's ever sounded better, to be honest.
Bloody beauty, mate. The lobby's made for this sort of stuff. A little bit of smoke, not too much.
That's
Good
all
oil
right.
pressure. How good's that?
He's running sweet as a nut. We're ready to hit the tracks.
Bloody beauty.
Oh, she's good, mate. She's a runner.
Lobby lives again.
In fact, I reckon it's actually, this is the best tune we've had in this vehicle. It seems to have, it sounds better.
Yeah, it's idling all right.
Now, obviously, when we rolled the vehicle, a fair bit of oil came out. Now, if you remember back to when we were on the Rubicon trail, they gave us an anti-spill kit. It's coming in handy right now. So before we move on, we're going to use this to basically treat the soil, take what we can with us, and leave the place better than we found it.
With nothing but a few paint marks left on the rocks, it's time to move on. That was a pretty wild moment, even for us. But what's your hairiest accident out in the tracks? Let us know in the comments below. Around the bend is another rocky climb, and this one doesn't look too difficult at first, but looks can be deceiving. After giving Jesse some grief on the last challenge, this time I'm the one that's cooked it, and pretty badly.
Pick yourself up here, mate.
I thought you said it was nothing much.
It was nothing, and then it turned out to be...
Tail shaft.
So Sean's bellied himself out. The tail shaft has actually come into contact with the rock. It's actually put a divot in it. So what we're going to do, just a quick winch back, assess the damage and see what we do from there.
This track, it's got a bit on.
One way to delete a tail shaft, eh? Jump over a rock, looked like absolutely nothing too. And just the angle of it was just no good to my tail shaft. Bugger. Now, what the plan is, I'm going to turn around, get back to the main track. I'm just going to drive it like this, nice and slow, should be right with the four-wheel drive engaged. It's going to take a little bit of pressure off this, and then we're going to try and make a plan. Hopefully we can find another one of these, because I can't wheel any hard tracks like that, because that's just going to go twist, snap, and see you later.
Arizona has absolutely kicked our butts today, but we're not giving up yet. And after heading back to camp for the night, a plan is soon forming. After finding the spot to pull over and camp for the night, the tail shaft is coming out, while we make some calls and chase up either a new tail shaft or a shop that can re-sleeve the damaged one. Well, there we go. There's one really bent tail shaft coming out of the 30. Problem is, when they hit a rock, they bend and they start to twist and then they snap. But the good news is we're able to stop this one before it snapped in half. So just in case we need to get one made, we'll have the right length anyway, or thereabouts, minus the bend. One of our camera boys, an Arizona local, has run the tail shaft to a shop in Phoenix called Higgy's. These legends are Land Cruiser and Toyota experts, and after measuring the shaft against what they've got in the lot, they quickly realised that the best solution is just to re-sleeve the current shaft. For that, they send us down to Arizona Drive Shaft and Differential, who've dropped everything and got a new custom drive shaft built up in just a few hours. And just like that, we're back in the game.
Here he is. That's the ticket. How'd we go?
I think I got something for you.
Yes, that's what we want to hear. Righto, tools out, let's go. How good's this? They've actually re-sleeved my one, and new unis, it's all been greased. We're back in the game. They'd tell me as well the walls are a little bit stronger in this one as well, so I'll still behave myself on the rocks, but I'm keen to get back into it. So let's get this back in the Dirty 30.
With everything back together, it's time to have another crack at the infamous Arizona Trail we've heard so much about. We've got a few Ks of challenges to get through to make it to the start, but this time, things seem to be going a little bit more smoothly.
Jesse, high five.
We're doing pretty well. We've probably doubled our distance from last time, and no one's rolled it or done a tail shaft.
Well, I'm high-fiving you, mate. I reckon we're on to a new record.
Hopefully we can keep that up.
I've got to say, a little bit of fun out here. These tracks are pretty wild. You probably noticed by now that all of us are running these quad lock mounts. Now that's where we keep our phones. We do a lot of navigation with this. We're marking our tracks, the campsites, and just, we don't really know our way around here, but you need your phones out here, and it helps having them where you can see them as well. Also, when you're doing rock crawl and stuff, really helps that they stay nice and secure on the windscreen. Now you see Jesse and the boys, even Jesse's one, he's been in a rollover. I mean, it's still stayed on the windscreen. And you'll notice mine's a little bit different. That's because I got the all new one. We're actually trying it out at the moment. The camera boys are using it as well. They can clip their GoPros on it, use a suction to hold it really tight, even when we're doing this really radical terrain. But for me, I love having it right here. I can see exactly where I'm going. And something tells me we're not out of this track just yet. At last, a day late and with a few mishaps behind us, we're finally at the trail we've been waiting to check out. The notorious Highway to Hell. Hey Jesse, Highway to Hell, mate. You ready?
Mate, there's a fair few broken paths in the entry here. I reckon we're in for a good time by the looks.
Yeah, they say that this is one of the harder tracks in Arizona you can take a road legal vehicle on. So pretty keen to see what this all involves.
Yeah, they reckon it's a mile long, but it can take a fair few hours, so we could be in for maybe a late night wheel, but I'm super keen regardless. Should be awesome.
Got that feeling it's a bit late in the day to be starting a track like this, but we're not turning around now. See where this takes us. It's going to be pretty wild. This track has a reputation even amongst the locals, with warnings about the very likely chance of body damage and breakages. Sure enough, up ahead is the first challenge of the trail, and it looks a whole lot harder than anything we've tried so far.
Here we are, Highway to Hell. I'm going to call this the gatekeeper of it.
Yeah.
The good news is the right-hand side of the Lobster is already wrecked. It might get more wrecked in here. What do you reckon, boys?
I'm just trying to figure out how you'd actually straddle this. What, you'd get a tyre, up here or jammed in there somewhere?
I reckon almost your tyre would just be jammed. Like you'd have to jam it in, and bottom might even be in the air.
Imagine sliding in.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty rude. And then you got this other line, which is not much better, and it just continues, and this is the start of it. Take you up to the next little rock step. I reckon they should call it Highway to the Scrapyard, because by the time you've done it,
yeah,
drop your car off, it's done.
The good news here is, Pete, Can you guess it?
Yep, Sean's up.
Sean's up first, yeah.
First, so
We can watch him start scrapyarding his car and make some decisions based off that. Good luck.
Righto, here we go. Never built the Dirty 30 to be a rock crawler. And here we are.
After being bitten by the bonus line a few times on this trip, I'm going to go for the easier line choice here. Since putting bigger tyres on the 30, I haven't had a chance to get new diff gears in or lower the gear ratio, so the vehicle is basically a little over geared, and I'm having to stall it up a bit to get enough torque to make it through.
Look at this big gap here. Getting it through, this gap's going to be so tight.
Big skinny thoughts.
You watch that side, I'll watch this side.
Oh, why do I get the scary side?
Yeah, that's really scary.
I can steer into it.
If you'd told me when I rebuilt the 30 that one day I'll be driving up rock steps in the US, I would have said you're crazy. But here we are, and the 30 is making it through.
Yep. Very good, yep. That's it, back that way. That way a bit, Sean, to you. Listen, yep, that's enough. Yep, beautiful.
There you go.
Just the ladder rack. Yep, now steer over now. Perfect.
Wow, that's tight.
Yeah.
Thank you, boys. Well, spotted. We had every eye on every panel then.
That was beautiful.
The last section of this first challenge is an off-cambered step, with a turn required at the top, and I'll be honest, it feels pretty loose.
Go that way more. It's nearly there. Yep, it's about, as soon as this wheel starts climbing, you can steer that way. Yep, beautiful, yep. Yep. Full lock now. Keep going full lock. Yep. Now, this is where it's gonna get real tricky. Yeah, that's all right. Steer back this way a bit. Back this way a bit more. If you go back, but pack that a little bit. Yep, now this way. This way now. This way. Front locker.
Oh yeah, I turned it off to steer.
And now this way, hard this way. Beautiful.
Helps when you got a couple
Awesome.
of lockers on.
Keep coming. Oh, keep coming. Millimetre, tally ho. When we first looked at it, I thought we're going to be here for hours, but it's a matter of minutes and the American whale was through.
Mate, this is Dirty 30, the rock crawler.
You're a wild man.
Jesse's had just over 24 hours since rolling the vehicle, but the jitters must be already behind him because, once again, he's eyeing off a bonus line.
You got it. You got confidence, I got confidence watching.
What have I talked myself into?
I'm now very confident.
I'm glad you are.
Yep.
Sean made easy work of it. Such easy work that he's peer pressured me into doing this crazy looking buggy line. There is a line there, I can see it, everyone can see it, and if the car stays jammed in there, it will work great. If it doesn't work, yeah. Cross your fingers for me.
He's G'd up, he's good. Like, you can't roll it 2 times in 2 days. Come to me. Come to me more. Oh, just a little bit. Yep, that's it. That's out of control.
I think am I wedged enough? Still keep going that way?
Yeah, keep going that way. Yep. Yeah, it's not too bad.
I've been so busy watching the front tyres that I've completely missed what's going on in the back, where the left shock mount has been caught up on a rock.
To me.
And throws Jesse completely offline.
Nah.
Yeah, I want it to be up there, not in here.
Yeah, I get that. You just came over a bit too much, sorry mate. I was watching, not nabbing properly. The rear's gonna climb though. If you can go a bit of right hand down on that.
Nah, it's wedged.
Bit more right if you can.
That's all the right I got.
I should go a tiny bit left and then right, then right. Yep, right.
The pickup hasn't stopped impressing us since day one, and once again, it's just done what should be impossible.
Bit of left, left. Yep, there, that's it. Yeah, a little, that's it, that's the line.
My God!
And you've driven it.
That's ridiculous. When I slipped in, I thought I was done.
And it just climbed back up.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll let you go back up there if you want.
That was the lobster, that was the lobster of you boys. I did nothing. Oh my God, this thing's incredible.
Well, you see how easy that was, Pete? That was unbelievably easy.
Great job, great drive.
Tell you what won't be easy. Getting the Jeep up. No, it'll be, you have your work cut out. Having the smallest tyres in the convoy, you'll steer it right though.
This thing is mental. It's mental. You wouldn't be able to do that in any of the cars I own. Don't tell Jock this. Here's Pete in the Jeep. Same way the 30 went up, I reckon.
Yeah, perfect.
He's got that concentration face on.
Yeah. Lovely. Yeah, come out. That's in. To me. That's it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice, Pete. Gonna drop off there. Beautiful. Start steering into it now.
Yeah. Bit
Yep,
more, Pete.
more. Beautiful. Yep.
And your slide will steer you around. Yep.
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 Yep. Beautiful. Back this way a little bit, not much.
To you.
Yep.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Perfect,
Yep.
mate.
Up a little bit. Just get the back up. And then hard back this way. Nice!
Spot on. Spot on.
Didn't even touch.
The rock crawling surgeon. So precise.
Yep. Yep.
Might start to get. Oh no, it's got it.
Keep coming,
Got
keep
it.
coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Yep, keep coming.
That's
Steer
it.
that way. Hard to Sean. Hard
Yep.
to Sean. Go. Stop there. Stop there. Stop.
Yep, you
Oh,
got it.
no, don't. Hard this way. Hard this way. Yes.
Look at that. It's lovely to watch.
Beautiful.
Well played, mate.
Pete. Too easy.
There's a lot going on in there though, wasn't there?
And then I was telling you to stop, but you just stayed on it and actually went
I
up.
could feel it going.
Yeah, you could
so I
feel it
thought I'd
going,
just
yeah.
Let it pivot around on
That was-
the side rail.
That was awesome.
I can't believe we got all vehicles up there.
Yeah.
And I guess what? I reckon this is actually the first challenge.
It's probably the easiest bit. Yeah, that's probably why.
Sure enough, this track keeps delivering challenge after challenge,
Be careful, careful. Yep, keep coming.
and we're having to pull out all stops to make it through.
Nice, right. Oh my God, that feels not good.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Oh my God, that was scary.
Yeah, it got vertical.
It just like unload. Oh. Swing her in. Keep. This is my first wheeling experience in America, and if there's anything to go by, this is probably some of the best rock wheeling I've ever done.
Look, I 100% agree with you, and I've learned one really key rule around here. It's stay on the rocks, not in the cactuses. The only two things in Arizona is rocks and cactuses.
Yeah.
Stay on the rocks.
Stay on the rocks.
And you're good. Oh, wow.
That is steep.
Now I got this.
Up and that way.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go. While I'm still confident, let's go.
He's coming in hot. He's coming in race pace. That way a little bit, yeah. That's about to come up. Beautiful. This way, this way. This way more, this way more.
That's not the line I had in mind, but
Believe in me. This way a little bit.
I believe in Jesse.
Yep. Beautiful. Ah, just hooked on this slider, I think.
I thought I was going to drive it.
Yeah.
There's a bit of rock packers going on down there.
Yeah, keep into it. Beautiful, keep coming. This way a little bit. Nah.
We'll get this. Good thing about Arizona, there's rocks everywhere.
Yeah!
There you go.
The 30 made us work for that one. Don't me see, but I'm sweating. But tell you what, the 31s are a lot easier. I thought once we got it on the right line and worked out where to put the rocks, it's pretty crazy that a road-driven car in Australia can do something this crazy.
Ugly, isn't it? That's it.
That's guys, a little bit of Queenslander coming out.
There you go, Glasshouse Mountains meets Arizona Desert. You saw it first.
I think he's been wanting to do that quietly, just a little
Big old clutch drop.
Yeah.
You can see it in his eye.
Did a good job.
Just to reference his step, nothing ever looks good on camera. We tell you that every time, you probably never believe us, but this thing is as high as my head. Look at that. Eye line is the top of that. So doing a bit of stacking here for Pete. Hopefully it works. Fingers crossed we might get the Jeep up without too much scraping. Yeah, roll it up, roll it up. Beautiful,
Perfect.
keep it going. Pete drove that bottom step easiest out of all of it.
Just that rear, here it comes.
Yeah, this
here
way,
it comes.
yeah,
To
yeah,
me.
this way. Go, go, give that a
To
roll
me.
through, go. Yes,
To me.
yes, yes,
To me.
yes, yes.
Well done. It made it easy. I reckon all your rock building, mate.
Yeah,
You get a job on the roads pretty easy, I'd
well,
say.
I used to work on the roads, mate.
There you go. There you go.
That was awesome.
The sun is soon setting, but we've made it barely halfway up the track. And as darkness falls, the challenges are getting bigger.
Beautiful, mate. Nice work.
Yep.
Beautiful. Steer up this way, Pete. You ramp over then, yeah. Oh, tiny bit more.
Steer the other way, Pete.
Yeah. This way a little bit.
Drive,
and
drive,
roll into
drive.
that. Go, go, go,
Drive,
go, go.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Up ahead is something that looks almost impossible.
This is tough, mate.
This is insane. Like, I've got my vehicle parked right here. It doesn't look like...
The gap is narrower than your car.
And it tapers in at the end. Like, yes, I might get the front through, but will the back go through?
The
I
back
don't know.
is going to make some horrible sounds. I suggest earplugs.
Oh, no.
It's hard to see on camera, but our concern is literally not being able to fit the 30 between the two rock walls. And with nothing to winch off, getting stuck here would be a disaster.
I was just about to go for it and Pete came up with a pretty good idea. If I do need to winch, there is absolutely nothing to winch from. So if I fall offline, I'm in a really awkward position. I'm going to do a lot of pedal damage if I can't winch my way out of trouble. So it might be worth sending the big Lux up, the big Lobster with Jesse. He'll be able to get up there and then I'll have an anchor point to winch from if something goes wrong.
Rightio, wish us luck. This next bit is going to be quite hectic. I'm definitely in the best car for the job. Just want to have to get this wheel to climb out here.
Look at that tyre's like a foot out of the guard.
The red lobby fits into the gap almost perfectly, but you can see that to make it through, Jesse's got to run both tyres on opposing rock walls. And falling in would mean all sorts of panel damage for a bigger vehicle like mine.
A little bit of right. It's in a nice little groove here.
Wow,
What on earth did we just witness, Pete?
this car is a freak.
All right. Come on, get him in there. Get some confidence. Oh, it's recording.
It feels wrong, but I reckon like you've sort of got to stay left so the car's more level.
Yeah.
And then get it to climb.
Yep.
Like the back will almost need to climb where that big rock is maybe.
Good news is we can play around with the brush bars first up anyway.
Exactly, yeah,
So if it
definitely,
doesn't work out well,
Yeah.
it's fine. By the time we get the doors and stuff in, I'm already up in there. And then by the time the Californian tray in, I'm committed.
It could be a landmark on the track, the Dirty 30.
Ooh, could be.
Nah, we'll get you
An
through.
artificial reef.
We'll get you through. I've assured him we're going to get the car up. I just didn't say in what state, so hopefully we can keep it straight.
Here we go. I just want you guys to mark this little moment down in Full Drive 24/7 history, because at the moment the Dirty 30 is about as clean as it's probably ever going to look. In a second, it could be sporting a couple of battle scars if we get this wrong.
Perfect. Beautiful.
If I want any chance of keeping my panel straight, I can't fall off either one of these rock walls. And as the 30 noses in, this gap looks smaller and smaller.
Trusting Jesse here.
Yep, that's beautiful. Stay straight at that, Keep coming, beautiful. It's going to drop down as soon and level the car out a bit. Awesome line. Perfect lock, stay at that. A little bit of right. Not more right if you can. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Can't go any further. Stop there. So far so good. The 30 is in a really good spot. It's just torquing up here because it's coming up 2 tyres at once. Chuck a few rocks in and hopefully we'll be on our way again. Yeah, nearly there. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming.
I'm so close to making it, but now the 30 is in a very sketchy position.
Stop there. As you can see, a bit of an update here. Let me stand here. Sean's wheel is well and truly in the air. He's not stuck here. The car's just jammed in that hard. It's using all its torque to try and go forward. It's just lifting the car up. There's 2 options. We can either like winch it down and try and get you back on that line and you probably drive the top. Or if you steer this way, you probably drive up, but then that back left is gonna drop in and like tray and box and everything's gonna touch. Yeah. Well, I'll back right back and we'll just use the winch to level the car. You might be able to drive the rest.
Okay. Just like we planned, Jesse's setting up the pickup as a winch point, and straight away I'm able to bring the nose of the 30 down to a less hectic angle.
Now give it a bit of a drive and winch at the same time. Drive if you can, drive if you can. Bit more drive, bit more drive. Oh, hang on, hang on. Stop, 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 stop. Winch out for a sec. We just rolled the tyre off the rim on the Lobster.
Oh, just then?
Yeah, it's just really, like even that slider's wedged. Just see if you can just go back a little bit.
The chips might be down, but Jesse's not giving up yet, and has soon figured out a line to help me creep forward.
I'm straight again. How good's that?
Yeah, and if you can steer left, more left, stop there, and we'll maybe try get you to go forward at that, like because you slipped across before. Yeah, keep winching, keep driving, more winch. Yeah, and drive, winch and drive, winch and drive. Yep, stay on the winch, that's perfect. Keep doing that, that's awesome. That's perfect line. Stay on that lock. Winch in, winch in, winch in. Yep, beautiful. Stop there. We might be able to disconnect ya.
Yeah, that feels better, huh?
First car through here with a canopy, I'm calling it.
Has to be, eh? Has to be.
First right-hand drive as well.
It's definitely, yeah, probably even the first diesel.
Probably, yeah. We're making history.
There's a lot of firsts, and the first time someone's absolutely pissed himself on a track too.
Winch in now?
That's not true. Just drive up on the back of the lobby tray.
Pretty much.
There you go, it's back on. Yeah, stop there, stop there. Stop. Put some air in it, that's good to go.
Coming. You can steer right now. You're up!
Dude, well
that
done.
was sick.
Well done.
First car with a full-size train canopy through that for sure.
Woo. I didn't think that was going to happen, to be honest.
Nah, I'm going to say you drove it, 100%.
Yeah.
That was sick.
I love it.
Pete's got a bit of a secret weapon here, and that's the ability to change the throttle response on the fly, depending on how he wants to control the vehicle on the rocks.
Yeah, beautiful. A little bit to your left, I think. Yeah, that's good, mate. Keep coming. That perfect. Keep coming. Beautiful. Keep coming. Yep, more left if you can. I know it's hard. Keep coming, and left, 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 left. Beautiful. That's perfect, mate. Keep it coming. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. That's perfect. Keep coming. It's just in that same jam as the 30.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Just like the 30, the Jeep is really torquing up. But Pete gives it a quick stab and almost makes it up and over.
Yeah, keep hard left now. Hard left and forward. Keep coming. And just, you're gonna have to keep steering hard left, Pete, as you can. Keep going. Keep going. Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Keep hard left, hard left. Keep going at that. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going if you can, keep going. Now you can straighten up now. Beautiful.
Hey, well played,
Hey.
mate. Well played. That's one of the wilder things we've driven in a long time. And to make it through relatively unscathed feels pretty good. We're almost at the top of this incredible trail, but it turns out there's one more challenge between us and the finish.
Oh, what's up here?
Oh my goodness, they've saved the best of last, to be honest with you.
It's a bit of a doozy.
Oh, All I can say is I'm glad you're first, mate, because we'll get to see what you're doing here. I'm thinking straddling this is probably the go.
Yeah, I feel like if you drive up, your front wheel dropping in might help the back climb too, possibly.
Yeah? Let's go see it.
Yeah. All right, I'll see what I can do.
Rightio, here we go. Last challenge. I haven't really picked a line. I'm just gonna go up the middle and see what happens, I think. Well, nose up and see. Oh, oh.
To me.
Hey! The lobby! How out of hell!
Okay,
Done.
that's what you do. Just drive straight at it.
That is sick. How out of hell done. Every hard line I could see, the lobby's done it. This thing is a weapon. Probably the most capable car I've driven for rock crawling. Sick night drive. I love night wheeling.
Really have saved the best to last. This is going to be a very wild drive in the 30. I haven't got the ramp over angle to try that line Jesse did, so I'm going to have to come at this one on an angle.
This way a bit, yep. Yep, this way more. Yep, beautiful.
Oh, just fell off. Yep.
If you go back again, I might just try pack this hole maybe. Doesn't need much.
As is so often been the case in the last few days, the answer to driving rocks is to add more rocks. After a couple more attempts, the 30 is through what has got to be the hardest track I've ever taken it up.
Yeah! Oh, sick.
Yes! Oh, Jesse, you mad dog.
That was sick.
Well done, mate.
What a sick track.
Can't believe it drove up that.
Awesome drive.
Thanks, fellas.
That was sick. That was perfect.
Yes!
What a sick track. We've done it. Well, not yet. We need to get Pete up, then we've done it.
2/3 of us have done it. It's gone past midnight by the time Pete is lining up for the final climb, but something tells me he's going to surprise us.
This is just a vertical wall. This is crazy stuff. Crazy stuff.
Yep. Yeah, nice line.
Beautiful, Pete.
That's
Beautiful,
looking
mate.
real good, mate.
Real good. At that, that's perfect. A little bit of left.
Yeah, you got it. You got
That's
it.
nice.
You got it.
Nice, Pete. Nice.
Yeah,
yes,
keep going,
yes.
Yeah. All day, sir.
Pete.
The perfect drive.
How the hell, mate? Tick it off the list. That was awesome.
You know what's crazy?
This whole track?
All of it.
Good point.
And the fact that we got these vehicles up here.
Yeah.
This is like buggy country.
It is, isn't
Yeah.
it? It is.
I don't think I'll sleep tonight. I'm so excited.
That was so fun.
Well done, boys.
Arizona has absolutely turned it on for us over the last 3 days, but after over 14 hours on the trails, we're just grateful to make it to some flat ground, roll out a swag, and to get into some of late night wheeling's greatest friends, instant noodles.
Well, fellas, as far as I'm concerned, 2-minute noodles just after you've finished one of the craziest rock crawling tracks I've ever attempted.
Yeah, that's the craziest one I've ever done for sure.
Arizona has turned it on. This has been an absolute trip of a lifetime for me. For you?
Oh, most definitely.
100%.
Absolutely.
It's been an awesome time.
It has been crazy, and the best bit about this whole thing is this is just a bit of a taste test, and you know, should we show them what we've got planned next?
Give me a little sneak peek, I reckon.
Well,
Yeah.
you better check this out.
Next time on 4Drive 24/7, we take on the final destination of our US trip. Here's how you roll your vehicle. And the wildest, most committing, and downright stunning trails of our whole adventure.
That's ridiculous.
Don't miss all the action as we take on the famous Sand Hollow.
He's got it. Keep it.
Yes!
Keep it.
Coming soon, only on YouTube.
What happened there?
I'm out.